Hi, I'm John Taylor with AMD. We are here at CES 2011 in the AMD Technology Showcase. One of the things that we have talked about with our AMD Fusion APU launch is the idea of the vision engine, that you can get better looking visuals, more high definition feeling content, images that look better, game quality that looks better through the overall visual computing capability that comes within every AMD Fusion APU. You'll notice if you look over in the left here, we've got the AMD Vision Engine called out. That is just a launch pad for a user interface that will let us walk you through a little bit of the capabilities that are present within our AMD Fusion APUs. It's one of the first things to recognize that tiny little AMD Fusion APU is powering is here it's playing back 1080p video in a very high quality, HDMI out, but we're now also on top of that rendering a sophisticated 3D translucent user interface. This user interface also has a number of interesting capabilities to it, such as the ability to support multi-touch on panels that are enabled for multi-touch user interface, as well as the ability to perceive it. Let's say you're in a home theater environment where you are set up for stereoscopic 3D viewing. This UI has also been equipped to provide a stereoscopic 3D experience. So one of the things I mentioned that we're already in the demo mode that we'll play with here a little bit is just to give a sense of the capabilities that this Vision Engine is capable of delivering to the consumer. Here you see different ways that you can do things to adjust the display. You see a lot of 3D rendering happening within the UI while we continue to see very smooth, stutter-free 1080p video playback. There's also a very simple user interface if it's a little daunting to go in and try to understand things like tint and contrast. Or to even manipulate the user interface, you have the ability to just type in the thing that you think you'd like to fix, and then you see in this case what it does is it brings up a more detailed, again translucent and 3D, but here a color adjustment panel, and I can do things like change the overall color using the color adjustment wheel. I can change the saturation, the brightness, or for a more sophisticated user, I can move into things like waveform and vector scope visualization technology. So if I enable the waveform monitor, again, this is both a demo of capabilities that are very sophisticated, that are very appealing to the home theater video enthusiast, but they're also a technology demonstration. Again, as now we're taking every pixel that's part of this 1080p high definition video playback and rendering it here as pixels within a waveform monitor so that you have the ability to dial in your color adjustments so that, let's say you're very saturated in your whites, you have the ability to dial that down and see the positive effect of that here. So the AMD Vision Engine is something that, the overall capabilities of bringing that great visual experience to all of your content, we brought that to market with our AMD Fusion APUs, and later this year you'll be able to look forward to seeing user interface and capabilities like this coming to market with the Vision Engine as well.